It is in fact Tuesday if you lost track. I often lose track, so I joke. I joke to hide my discomfort. Ah. So if you tuned in yesterday, you got a little bit of our natural awareness meditation instruction. So this is the kind of the basic foundation of how we sit and what we do. And today I wanted to move us, not progress, but move to a different focus. We're still using the same sort of awareness techniques, but we are incorporating the breath as an anchor and as a tool. So just to give you some background ideas on breath meditation, we are really cultivating a natural awareness sense of being. So that means that we're in this present moment. We're not lost thinking about the past. We're not lost planning for the future. We're not lost in a mundane thought about what to Google next, or what you're going to have for dinner, or what needs to go on the shopping list. But instead being really present right here and now. And it can be a little mundane, so it can be a little boring, which immediately, for me, triggers distractive thought. So I get a little, okay, this is boring, so I start allowing myself to think, and my mind wanders. But then, this is what I'm doing here and now. So I catch myself, catch and release, like, fishing. We catch ourselves in that distracted moment, and then we bring our attention back here and release it right here in this present moment. So we just do that again and again. And really all it's doing is reconditioning our habit of finding distraction when we are bored, when we are uncomfortable. Think of the last time you went to the DMV and you were waiting in line and waiting in line and waiting in line, and you pull out your phone and start looking through emails just for anything to distract you. Maybe you look on Facebook or something because you're bored and uncomfortable, and I think it's the whole reason they put old magazines in doctor's office waiting rooms, because you're uncomfortable and need to distract yourself, and then you touch dirty things. So we won't go there today, but we can find other ways to train our mind in this moment, and breath is really my go-to. This is the thing, because you can't leave home without it. It's not like my mala beads, which I affectionately call the original fidget spinner. It's not something that I can leave at home or forget. Okay, I just got a message on my little my little iPad. I wanted to make sure we were good to go. Anyway, breath and breath awareness is exactly where we want to be. I'm just double checking my stuff here. Okay, we're good. Breath is in this moment, right here, right now, along with our heartbeat, along with all of the sensations and thoughts and emotions and feelings. But we can train ourselves on the breath, and the benefit of doing that is that we can calm the entire nervous system with our breath. You can reduce or lower your heart rate with the pattern of your breathing. So there's a couple different kinds of breathing. I teach 3 specifically. One is to raise energy. The second is to balance energy. And the third is to reduce energy. So like, think of it as, your coffee in the morning, your water throughout the day, and then your chamomile at night. So, but the main one is this sort of water breath through the day. So we call it water breath because, we drink water all day. We need water. We need breath as well. So we use that breath, and and I'll explain how to how to sort of use the tool of the technique of breathing as we begin the meditation. But as we do this, we go out of our sympathetic nervous system, which is kind of fight or flight. So you may find yourself breathing clear up at the top of your lungs, and an indication of this is often if you breathe in like this and the shoulders move up, like, or you can put your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your belly, and when you breathe in, where does it move? So for me, I've trained the belly breath. So that means when I breathe in, the belly moves out, and that's diaphragmatic breathing. So it really is about the diaphragm moving out and then relaxing, moving out and then relaxing. So it's kind of like a plunger, pulling the air in and then relaxing, pulling the air in and relaxing. So it's in doing this, and especially at a paced rate, which I'll show you in a moment, then we sink into our parasympathetic, from the sympathetic to parasympathetic nervous system, and that's your rest and digest nervous system. So this is when we're sleeping and we kind of just calm down. Oftentimes when we fall into that breath, we get sleepy, because that's usually an indicator that sleep is going to occur. So we have to do a couple things. One is just focus here and now so we don't get sleepy. And you can always open your eyes a little bit, or all the way if you're daring, to help you if you feel sleepy during meditation. So I want to explain this breath before we really get into it. And it's really just a 4-4 pattern. So as we inhale, it's breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'll guide you through that for a little bit, but then you can pick it up yourself and let your even breath find its own natural rhythm. Once you kind of sink into it, so when you do the pattern and hear the pattern and then sink into the pattern, you'll get it, and it just becomes, sort of pedaling a bicycle. So you can use this breath anytime to either bring your energy down if you're feeling anxious, or bring your energy up if you're feeling low and slow and maybe tired and wired, which is often an experience I have. So I go to my breath. So at the moment that I realize that I'm stressed, I close my mouth. Mouth is for eating, nose is for breathing. And we tend to, especially when we're in that sympathetic nervous system and we're breathing through our mouths. And that's the indicator something is wrong. So maybe there's something wrong even health-wise, or something's wrong and you feel anxious. So immediately try to close your mouth, and trust me, I understand we are in the season for the sneezing. So if you're congested, I understand that. So breathe through your mouth, but do it in a controlled way. So you may want to actually just right instead, right? We don't need to gulp air. Now, I will also mention that if you start this breathing and it takes a little while sometimes, if you're used to sort of unconsciously breathing through your mouth, when you breathe through your nose, you may feel oxygen starved or air starved, breath starved. So you may feel like you're not getting enough air. If that's the case, drop your jaw and take some breaths. Slow down and just let it sink in. It may not be second nature to you if you've been stress breathing for a while. So it takes a little practice. So let me tell you, I use this and the idea of breath each and every time I sit down. I sit and I just first I take a few deep breaths, sort of anchoring myself and opening up the lungs. Yeah. Just doing that. And I often do that, breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, just to kind of let it all, right? And then we want to just settle in, settle in. So, as always, I'm going to ring this bell 3 times, and this indicates for us that this is the beginning of our practice. And during this time, we're going to focus on our breath, and we're going to focus on bringing our energy to a calm, easy, even place. Yeah? So I want you to sit upright. If you need to lie down, I understand. Although I will often say that that leads to sleepitation. So if you can sit upright, if you don't have a health condition or a back condition or a hip condition that won't allow you to sit, you can sit in a chair, you can sit on a couch, but I would like you to raise your back off the backrest so that your back is free and you're sitting upright, your shoulders over your hips, your head floating above that. Close your eyes, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths, focusing on moving your belly out as you breathe in. Breathe it in and then relax and release to let it out. Breathe in. And release. Now again, close your mouth if you are able and breathe through your nose. And I'd like you to breathe with me with the count. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the feeling of your breath as you're inhaling and exhaling. You may feel the sensation on your nostrils, or the sensation of your body moving, your belly moving as you breathe in. You may feel the gentle movement of your whole body. And let yourself notice the simple sensation of just breathing. So just sit and feel your breath for a while. Your mind may naturally wander away, but don't worry. Your mind wanders naturally, so without judgment, you can gently return to the feeling of your breath each time you notice your attention wandering. This is like escorting a puppy. Just a gentle tug. Embrace this breath. Letting it move freely. Letting everything come and go. Let your body breathe you. There's nothing you need to do. Just be here and now, embracing your breath. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you feel calmer? How did that go? I hope you found that helpful. I do that breath, that patterned breath a lot. It helps me to fall asleep each night. I bring my attention to right above me in bed and just breathe from that place of focus into that space of focus, from it into it, from it into it. And it usually just brings my chaotic mind to a calm place. You can also do it when you're feeling stressed. So when you're watching debates and election proceedings, that breath is helpful. Helps bring you into your parasympathetic calm. So I get that comment a lot, that I am a calm force, and I haven't always been. So I attribute that to focus on breath, even in the craziest situations. So breathe, relax, center, smile a little, and just be the breath. Just be the breath. That breath is as much you as you are it. So let it be. Let it come and go. You have everything that you need, and allow yourself to use that tool just as much as you need it. I'll be back here tomorrow. We are going to do a little bit further on that breath energy practice with some here and now practice, and I'll even show you some alternate nostril breathing to help you kind of center if you're feeling off balance. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. I'll be back here at 2:30, and as always, I love practicing with you. It makes me feel very connected to know that when I'm practicing, there are others with me. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.